Hi, I am Gayle, the owner of Gayla Wigs. This has been a very long journey, 25 years to be exact, that I lost my hair. I no longer have to wear wigs, and let me tell you why. Back in 2008, I had my first hair transplant. My hair was so thin, I had been diagnosed with male pattern baldness. My future was not going to be wearing a wig. I wanted to find an answer. So in 2008, 2009, and 2010, I had a hair transplant. My second hair transplant was performed by 20 doctors from all over the world. And actually, I needed one more hair transplant. I was just ecstatic that I had hair. However, it was just more than hair. A few years ago, I remarried. I was on my honeymoon, and I happened to take 3 of Suzanne Somers' books. I want to tell you, my husband just could not get me out of those books. And I told him, I said, I believe I have found an answer for the hair loss that I have had for 20 years. My mother lost her hair, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother, all in their 40s. There had to be a reason that this happened to me. First of all, I believe that my thyroid was not balanced. And sure enough, I went to a specialist, and I had a saliva test and also blood tests. There was definitely unbalance. I went ahead with the compounded estrogen progesterone. I started taking 2.5 years. In no time, and I mean no time, my hair started to become thicker. After 2 years, I went back to the specialist and I mentioned that my bone density test was that of an 87-year-old woman. And I started thinking, there has to be a correlation between my bone density and my loss of hair. So after 1.5 years, my hair was getting thicker and thicker. I was so elated that I called my mother in Canada and couldn't believe the miracle that was happening. Thank you, Suzanne Somers, because you really answered a lot of those questions. And we have so many women that are looking for answers. I believe that we have more answers than wearing synthetic and human hair wigs and toppers. There's a great possibility that you can get it back. It wasn't until I started taking bioidentical hormones that the absolute miracle of hair growth. My hair has never grown any longer than the nape of my neck. I now have long hair. I mean, it was just absolutely miraculous. Now I'm going to show you my hair. I never ever dreamed that one day I would be able to comb my own hair. After all of these years of wearing a wig, this is truly a dream come true, and long. I just cannot say. I firmly believe it was the bioidentical hormones. I think that a lot of women, when they are going through menopause, perimenopausal, and postmenopausal, there is a lack of hormones there, and especially women at this time in their life are losing their hair. We have an epidemic of hair loss. This happens, hair loss, to a woman, it affects your very soul. I would really like to help you, and I just know that this story can touch millions of lives and really help them. I know every day that I have women come to me and just need some answers. I believe the information that I have can really make a difference in these women's lives. Thank you.